Okay. Let me go ahead and continue there. Oh. Okay. Looks like some things have changed. I'll go ahead and get my chat open here. There we go. Okay. Did I leave a note by any chance? No, I did not. Great. I believe I was going to finish off the bus, hopefully. Which means I need to go ahead and get this thing to producing stuff. Or was I wanting to get the iron? I do need to clear out some of these biters. I need to get this copper. Need to clear out these biters. There's a lot over here, actually. Get that iron. There's a lot of oil there, but I'm not worried about oil at the moment. Oh, I need trains and such. I want to transport most of this stuff via trains, so I have the trains coming in. So that I am able to just swap it out to a new resource patch. I don't need to worry about this, right? Because that's backing up just fine. This has more than enough steam. These things are barely running. Yeah. Okay. So power is fine. I need to get the factory going. So let's see here. I can go ahead and get rid of these. No point in leaving these labs here if I'm not going to be using them. That doesn't need to be there either. Okay, go ahead and deconstruct the science. I'm just going to deconstruct science for now. I'm not going to worry about just deconstructing everything. Because if I deconstruct everything, then I feel like I will not do that good. I like to have something to build off of. Grab all of this. Oop. That, still needs power. Go ahead and deconstruct this as well. Honestly, something I should probably be using bots for, but oh well. Turrets can stay, that can stay. This needs more gears. What's the... Construction bots are limited. Okay, so let me go ahead and get some more bots in the network. And as I head over this way, I will deconstruct the blue science. All the way to the robot train. Oh, that's right. I am pulling engines off of the output belts. Go ahead and clear this out. Cool. And robot trains. What the? Well, good job, me. Messed that up, huh? What? Why are you still doing that? Don't do that. Oh. Yeah, okay, fine. I see how it is. I need to get actual storage. Do that. I'll put it over here. It's just gonna be unfiltered storage for random items that I don't need. There we go. And I can start by dumping a bunch of junk in here. And that's why you gotta filter your logistics chests. Otherwise, you end up with a bunch of coal in your electric motors. Or engine units. Yeah, engine units. Okay, I'm gonna grab another 50 for now. And a bunch of these. And make 50 construction bots. I don't need logistic bots at the moment, so that should be fine. And once this reaches 50, it should separate into another stack, so I can do that. Off they go. That's a lot of robots all at once. Probably do another batch of 50. Actually, I'll do a batch of 100. I'll see why not. 200 construction bots should be fine. Just need 400 green circuits for it. Oop, I don't want to grab engines. Oh wait, no, I only need 200. What am I doing? I counted too many. Bam. Bots. It's 150. They're all busy. They're going to be busy. Oh wait, this is doubled. I don't want that. Just keep this one. Ooh. I forgot I had this. Huh. I could set this up. Does it have? Well, it does have storage. So probably wouldn't be too difficult to wire up. Huh? Why am I missing it? What? How am I missing one? It must have died while I was doing other stuff, huh? Robots. Yes, I do not want robots coming over here. Is a big no. Very bad. Okay, so now I've got enough, or I guess not enough. I got 200 robots in the system. That should speed up whatever they're building. And I need to get this stuff going. So, you need more gears, for one thing. That's fine. This should be able to keep up. I'm gonna have a couple of dedicated gears. I guess these ones here? Because this should be fine here. And then I can grab these two. To go off this way. And into here. Except that should be a blue one. And that will speed up the red belts by a significant margin. In fact, I'm also going to boost this. And now I'm not producing enough iron. Because I'm making intros? Huh. Oh. Well, okay. Looks like somebody forgot to plug this stuff in, huh? Deconstruct that one, doesn't have the resources. What down here? Down here's fine. Go. Go grab that. I might as well do it. Then put this here. I should probably dump the science into storage as well. As I do not need to be holding onto it. Bot charging seems to be a bit of an issue. Okay, how's red belt production doing? Yes. Okay, so that is keeping up properly. Construction bots are doing construction bot things. That's limited on steel, because steel production is slow. Let's see here, so yeah, because half of that steel is not even being used. I should probably, since I'm not going to be really using that much, I should probably go ahead and merge these belts together. How am I going to do this? trying to think. If I move this to here, like so. And instead, let this go up to here. And then put a splitter. Oh, that won't work. Oh, wait, no, it will. Splitter here. Underground here, belt here. Oh, but that's not gonna work. And... If I do red belt here... Yellow belt here? No, that won't work either. What am I trying to do? Needs to be on the left side. Let me undo this bit. Have it go back this way. Have this go one further. And then split off here. Go up and over. Like this. And then splitter. Yeah, okay, that will work. It's a bit roundabout, but, you know. Nothing to the right. You continue through. Put that there. It is spaghettified. But that will speed up the steel furnaces. Or not steel furnace, electric furnace. The steel for the electric furnace. Just keeping up, well... Not really. Mostly due to iron, though. Yeah, it looks like I just need more iron. I mean, I am getting a pretty good half belt worth. Ooh, I need long-handed inserters, huh? And red splitters. The long-handed inserters... Long-handed inserters aren't difficult. Go ahead and do that. Oh, they require iron as well. Never mind. I could just craft a bunch. I mean, how many do I need? 900? I'm not gonna be crafting that. Well, I should set up automation for it then. Go ahead and get a bit more comfortable. This thing is running constantly, that's good. But I keep running out of iron. Do I even need iron? Well, technically I do. Not sure why this is still here. Oop. Okay. Pipes, gears, those are fine where they are, I guess. I'll do this, just to make it a bit smoother, I guess. Not smoother. More compact, that's what I was looking for. And you are gears. Cool. Got you. Those I will need a lot of eventually. We'll need that, we'll need that. Basically just cutting this down to the necessary stuff only. The steel is slowing down. Why is it slowing down? Because I don't have enough iron. Yes. Okay. In that case, iron needs to be upgraded. Steel furnaces, huh? Stone bricks. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. That. Upgrading the iron. Something I probably should have done a while ago, but it's all good. There we go. And now I should have no issues with the amount of iron. Yep. Though that needs to go. Lots of little tiny things here and there. Because the idea is, I want to get... Well, this one has to build enough to get the smelting and basic production up. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is basically make a mall, but it's going to be a bot mall. So all of the basic stuff, I'll be inputting specifically iron, copper, steel, stone bricks, whatever. And I want to be able to make belts, assemblers, furnaces, inserters, train stuff, so on and so forth. Just like all of this. Some of the big things are going to be, for example, like the reactor. I mean, it would be nice to be able to just plop down a reactor whenever I want. But the issue is it requires the red circuits. Yeah, red circuits and concrete. Concrete's not too hard, but the red circuits are a bit of an issue for the mall. So I probably won't have nuclear in the mall, but I can definitely get all the rest of this. I've also got to design a mall. I got a stream title idea for that. But right now, I just need to get the the base stuff done, which will be the smelting. And then I could work on the mall. Yep, looks like steel is bottlenecking again. But it shouldn't be due to iron anymore. Yeah. The iron is flowing. This is backed up. Yep, 200. This is backed up. Yes, 100. Now I don't really have... Well, I guess this is using the red circuits. I don't really have anything else using red circuits since I'm not doing blue science. I can get rid of these, right? Yeah, that should be fine. That shouldn't have any issues. I have 4,000 dull green rocks. I want to double check on this. If I do that, yeah, disconnect it, so I can't. I should probably fix that, but I don't care for it right now. Oh, interesting. I don't have enough iron going in. There we go. Since this is side loading onto here, I want this one to side load onto the other side, so as to fill out the entire belt. That should fix the iron production issue. I could also just upgrade these to red belts. I mean, eventually I'm just gonna have everything be red belts. Red belt's going. Go ahead and replace that with the red underground. And this will slowly increase its output. So having that as a red belt will basically guarantee that I can supply the yellow belts required. It's so nice having these bots. It's just, yeah, let me just tell this thing to upgrade. It does. You know, there's no reason for this to be side-loaded, is there? Because it's side-loading here. Yeah. No reason. You want to get some red ammo going if I can, but that needs steel, and well, steel's kind of slow. How's it looking? Yeah, it's definitely going a bit faster. I mean, it's, some of the bots are preoccupied with this here because I was wanting to update this, but it's definitely going, which is, better than nothing, right? Get away from all this spaghetti, as much as I'm sure everyone loves their spaghetti. It's always nice to have things nice and organized. I'm gonna go fix that. I might as well. And I'm also gonna restack those. Okay. Off I go. Up and around is probably the worst path that I can take, but, you know, it's whatever. Get to see the progress in person. Wow, so cool. Did I hit something? Oh, I didn't see myself hit anything, but my car is damaged. Do I have a repair pack on me? I do have a repair pack on me. Okay, I'm gonna place this one right here. And I'm gonna do that. There we go. I do also want to get more centrifuges. Actually, I could grab one down here while I'm down here. And then after that, I need more steel and such. I should probably place it also. You know, I could. Yeah, I'll just activate my roboport Here you go, robots. Build me stuff. Thank you. Let's see, I need 4. 2, 3, 4. Go ahead and get these placed down. Yes. That. And that. This should get a little bit of lower section in mine. Okay. Nice, nice. And off I go. Back to the base. I've fixed up the uranium mine. Now no one can complain about it. Yoink. Okay, so if I want, it was what? Needed, it's 18, so I need 9 more. Eventually, we'll be running at half capacity, which is fine. I mean, I'm barely using any. I probably want to get the 2-cell. It's decent size, plus it can fit pretty nicely, like, right in here somewhere. Ooh. No. Just barely. Maybe, ooh, actually, hold up. This might be perfect. Oh, that is, but the debris is in the way. And I don't feel like getting rid of that. So if I don't want to get rid of any debris, I'd have to place it here. Or I could just place it here. And, remove a couple of belts up there. Yeah, it looks like the math checks out, because it's 100% efficiency on both of them. So it's 4 times as much. That's how the efficiency bonus works. Yep. If only you could get a lot higher efficiency. Oop. That one got to go. There we go. So I don't want to get coal. That's fine. I do want to move this up here. doing a bit of a little snaking around. Put one there. That one doesn't quite power this one, but that's fine. Because I can do that. There we go. As the bots get freed up, they can come over here and replace it. I will go ahead and manually replace these. As I'm fairly certain, there is, oh, there's one. That's necessary? Just do that. There we go. It's looking good. The iron is almost done. It's like 2/3 of the way done or so. Steels can take forever. Power network is all the way over to here, which is nice. The big thing is I just need a lot more belts. I have enough bots, right? Yeah. What? I lost a bot? How did I lose a bot? There's no reason I should have lost a robot. Well, I guess I gotta go pick up another flying robot for him. Personal one. I don't know how that happened. I got no warning about it. Robot. Probably not doing too good of a job at commentary. I am definitely not the best at talking. I mean, as I've mentioned many times before, it'd probably be helpful if I had someone in chat to talk with, but I'm not really expecting people to show up. It is what it is. That's fine. The idea is I'm doing this just as a hobby. Until I actually have some kind of monetization from this, there's no reason for me to expect anything out of it. A couple of these aren't even... not to consume all of them. box backed up. I was wondering, like, why is that whole thing iron? Just trying to place it? Oh, it's just, it grabbed one before the assembler fully backed up, I guess. I really need to go ahead and get the, what's it? Long-handed inserters going. Okay, so what I can do is if I copy this, right? Copy it from here. I'll copy it from here. Yes. So if I copy this, and I will paste it here. And then from here, get rid of that. I'll place another one with this. I'll have that and that. And then I can use a splitter here. And just bring that up there. With a storage chest, which I do not have steel for. So I shall steal some. Okay, you here, and set this filter. And you will only work if this is less than... Is that? Yeah, it's that. Fast inserters are the same, but on the other side. That produces one. This consumes one. That'll take two. 1.51. That's fine. Yeah, that should be fine. Just waiting for these bots to actually deliver those. Is it placed belts over here? Nope, they have not placed belts over there. Oh well, that's fine. Not really too worried about that. I should probably get more bots, huh? No. What? Now it's at 201. What the hell? Man, I'm so confused. Like, you know what? I'm just gonna make some more bots. Okay. Let's get it up to 300, huh? Should be, pretty nice. Pretty nice. I mean, more bots means faster working, right? Boop. And I'm just gonna put one back, so that way I'm at 300. I like keeping things on nice round numbers. You know what? You can be fast. So that way I get more burst production. Okay. Now I've got 7 of them running instead of just 2. Boop. Good. Oh, wait, that's right. Keep. Yep, there we go. 300 robots. Hmm? Put that back. I could probably do like another batch. Hmm. That would give me about the 400? No, I think I want to do 50 logistic bots now. Just because I will eventually be placing down the logistics network stuff instead of just the storage and provider, passive provider. Well, I'm not even using passive providers, I'm only using storage. But I will eventually be using requesters and whatnot. Those will need logistic bots. Nice. Those are still posted. But, well, now the bottleneck is production. This is bottlenecking on gears. Hmm. I mean, I'm not limited on copper, is a big thing. So, that should be fine. Just need more iron. But as it is already, I'm using pretty much my whole smelting stack. Hmm. I could go ahead and grab a bunch of red circuits, since I'm not really using them. Yeah. I think what I'll do, I'm gonna remove this. Oop, I did not mean to do that. I'll remove this, and then I will be able to... Oop, no, bad. Actually, no, that's fine. I could do that. Because it's, side-loaded. Yep. Do that. This doesn't need to be here at all. Which means this doesn't need to be here. I can just put this onto the same belt. There we go. And I'm just gonna make a bunch of these. I'll go ahead and start getting just some basic storage chests for miscellaneous things. They're gonna be for these. And let me go ahead and ghost one of these so I can set this up. I don't want to have more, or I don't want to produce once I'm past, let's say 100. 100 is good. So I got that one. And red. Actually, I have no reason for there to be silver. So, in that case, I will go ahead and set up a filter here. Just have that go up. And on top of that, yeah, I will go ahead and... Oh, did I never actually place the... And go ahead with that. I want this to be for red circuits. And I'm going to limit this. It's actually going to be a lot more. There we go. 1,000 red circuits. Let's put the silver. Really? I don't have any need for it. Steel. Now, the way these are set up, they're going to prioritize not getting gears. I'm not getting gears because I don't have iron because it's all being consumed up here, huh? Yep. Just need to get my stuff going, then I can deconstruct this whole thing. Pretty sure this doesn't get affected by the deconstruction, right? Yeah, it doesn't. Good. Do not want to deconstruct my crash sites. Would like to leave it for just reasons. There's no benefit to leaving it there, but there's also no benefit to deconstructing it, so might as well. I just need more gears. Probably. You know what? This isn't using them. I'll place some more. No longer dedicated. Well, it was never dedicated to begin with, but it should go a little bit faster now. Because each one needs 5. Yeah, no, that's fine. There's no issues with the sorted. I just need more gears. Yeah, but that's gonna eat even more of the iron. You know, I don't really have a reason to keep some of these around. I could simplify this a bit. But I'm consuming the whole belt of iron pretty much. Oop. I'm just gonna grab some. Might as well, right? Four more? Okay. I can grab 4. That will not be an issue. The slightest. There we go. Just walk on over here and it'll place them off magically. Ta-da! Mine has been expanded. Now, it is looking like should do that. What? Why is there coal? Why is there coal? Who put coal on the belt? Why was there coal? What the hell? Was it you? No, it can't be you. There was coal. Yeah. What the heck? Is there any more coal? Let's see. How was there coal? Nope. That requires an extra belt. Okay. That's good. Hopefully there's no more coal on that belt. Would not like to have that issue. I should probably get some train stuff going. I need rails. Rails is stone, steel, and iron sticks. Now, this would be easier if I had logistics stuff, but For some reason, it's white science now. Hooray. So I can double check here. That's 300. That's 300. And that's 3. How much blue? I do have enough blue. I don't have enough red and green. Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Speed them up a bit, but no real easy way to do that. Oh, there's no, I'll just, take these and dump them into here so it can max them out. Oh, it needs iron. Bro, just fix your iron. Why I keep doing that? That's probably not good for the video. Okay. I need to... It's using the whole thing. I can't really do much about that. Oh, here's a little bits, little tiny bitsy bits of iron oxide. Little bitty bits of iron. Not bad in there. Just need, what, 4 or so? My game is starting to do that thing where it stutters. Can't get some more airflow from my laptop. Yep, it's gonna be a bit stuttery here for a second. You can tell from my FPS up there. It's not fun, but, you know, not much I can really do about it. So, oh well. Why is this in here? these go in here. It's filtered. Laptop is not happy. It's sad though, because this only happens when I'm, Can this reach? Can this one reach? It's the whole having to run a game as well as capture it and have it be streamed. Laptop is not fond of it. Need some more power. More power. You know, I can actually get rid of this, as these are no longer necessary for my planning. Where am I gonna build them all? I'll probably... yeah. I will have the mall right here. So it'll be the first thing. Or do I want to have it... Ooh, or do I want to have it after circuits and such? So if I have it after circuits and such, I don't have to make the green circuits, and I can eventually supply it with red circuits. Yeah, okay. So I think I'll have the mall be after circuits and such. To allow for the green and red circuits to be fed into the mall. Which will just make things a bit easier for designing. Now, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do them all. I guess the basic idea is I would need some kind of design that has the assemblers feeding into each other via buffer boxes for the storage. Let's see here. So let me go ahead, go to this big empty spot here. So if I have, right, this, I want it to craft these. And then on either side, I can have the long-handed and the fast. Now, there is also the bulk inserter, which takes, okay, so that takes the blue ones, so I can do that. I do eventually want to get bulk inserters. That's 1.5, that's 1.5, this is also 1.5, but this is going to be a mall, so the idea is the speed of which production happens is not something I need to worry about. Now, I want to have these fed via buffer chests, so I will need it to be separated a bit. That's a bit too far. And idea is that I can have storage chests. Oh wait, that's too close. I was wrong. Okay. So the idea is I can then have storage chests like this. I think what I want to do is this. So I'll have it like that, and then I can have this one here, Then I'll have this like this. And then I can do the same thing for like belts above it. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And I will have red belts, and then this will be blue and, well, I guess I can't have green. But then, again, idea is I'll just have this. So that makes 3, that will need 1.5. But then I can have, like, iron and gears coming in on this belt. Oh, that takes 7.5 gears per second. That's half a yellow belt. But I'm going to be using red belts by then. And well, by that logic, then I don't even need the yellow belts. And I do also want to phase out the... Oop, that's the, wrong button. Okay. I do want to phase out the other lower tiers, though. Let's see, so... If I have... I have you, I have you, I have you, and then I have you. So I do want to have it so that way I don't ever use yellow inserters. So I think I probably should just do this. And then I can have it like this. And then I could just, I don't know, find a way to like trash the excess. And then with that, I can also have 1, 2, 3. The red, the yellow to red to blue to green, but green, I'm pretty sure requires the foundry, can only be made on Volcanus, so that's whatever. But then once again, it will have the stuff here. And then I can have, well, I would be using red belts. I can have stuff coming in through here. Which this will probably be iron and gears. Ooh. Probably move this down 1. Iron gears, and then I can have circuits coming in from the other side. Because I don't need circuits there, so I can stop it there. But this will need green circuits, and I can put red circuits on it as well. This is going to need lubricants, which I can put here. Not too difficult. Yeah, something like this. And this will take care of the inserters and belts. And then another one would be the assemblers. That'll be for green or yellow assemblers, I guess. So we got 1, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. I might as well have this just in case I want to have slower inserters. So this will be... Oh, that'll need steel. But then I can have the iron and gears and the circuits, and then probably have steel coming in as well. Oh wait, I can actually have things going through here. So I'll probably get steel here. Something like that. And as I decide on the design for that, do I want to design that off camera? No. I'm always wondering, like, What if I did some designing, just trying to figure out what I want to do off cam? But I feel like figuring out stuff off cam is kind of, well, I'm not gonna say boring. It's like what's the word? Well, I guess it makes it feel like the playthrough isn't genuine, basically. It's like the whole idea is all of these things are mine. I designed this by trial and error. This stuff is for my solo playthrough. I designed this myself. I did not steal this. I tried to make a symmetrical two-cell reactor. Now, same with this here. I designed this myself. Just doing a bunch of math. So I don't want to be all like, yeah, I went off cam and designed my own thing, and then have the. It feels like I didn't design it myself, you know? I want this to be everything I designed in the playthrough. Now, I mean, like, there's no reason for me to redesign this two-cell nuclear reactor, right? I mean, it's already here. I mean, you can see it, and it's very simple, with two reactors, each powering their 200% worth of uh, turbines. And it's also got a buffer. The only thing is it's not hooked up to logic. And now that I think about it, a red belt can't span this, right? Yeah, no. It's just barely short. I think a blue belt can? Let me see here. Blue belt. No, it is one short. So if I wanted to span this, I would need green belts. And I think this one... No, actually, oh, you can just barely span them. So if I was to do this, I would need to feed it from two sides. Or use Logibots. Logistic bots can solve many problems. Ooh, this is about to back up. Like, into the chest back up. Which is nice. Look, shiny rock. Hurrah for the pseudo-gambling. Gambling on rocks. I mean, there are games where you gamble about, or gamble on rocks. I mean, technically, you could say any dice game is gambling on rocks because, well, dice are technically rocks. Math rocks. They have funny numbers on them. Okay, yeah, that mined out, which I'm not surprised about at all. Whoop. Just mark it as deconstruction and don't really care to actually pull them. I mean, I have made a bit of progress. I ended up just looking at, like, how much I've actually done, and most of this is just kind of waiting around, fixing tiny little things with my starter factory. I kind of do want to make a few more of these. I can make two more. How should I need for those? 500. I can make two more. That needs a bunch of steel. 100 steel, to be precise. Ooh. Hey, get back here. 100 steel, and then 200 gears. Now, gears... Gears are their own issue. I think gears are... 2. Yeah, lots of gears. I mean, I could just yoink a bunch of this, yoink a bunch of this. Just make a couple. Oh, need more. Ooh, 100 iron plates. There we go. And I will go ahead and get myself going towards the nuclear mine. I always forget for like half a second how the car works. You press W and you always move forward. And then you have to turn with the funny buttons. I ran right into a tree trying to show off the turning. Whatever. I can always do that to repair. Now I'm gonna go ahead and place down another centrifuge. This is pretty nice. I'm able to do the centrifuge processing right here. Uranium processing. Makes it so much easier to transport it. Now, when I get to doing trains and stuff, actually, no, put it those like that. When I get to the point where I'm doing trains and such, I will have the uranium processing in the base, so it's going to be very inefficient for transporting uranium. But I don't think that should be much of an issue. I don't think. Yeah, no, it should be fine. I'm gonna leave that there for later reference. I should... Oh, I don't have the steel is the issue. I should be trying to take these out, but I think I want to finish this building first, and then I'll go and clear out some more biters in order to get the factory actually up and running. It's actually one of the nice things that I prefer over... Because I've played Satisfactory as well. One of the nice things I prefer over Satisfactory in Factorio is the limited resources. Makes you think completely different. Because in Satisfactory, what I do is I set up like the iron miner, and then I have the processing into like ingots and whatnot, because you don't need ore anywhere. Process it all into ingots and then ship it out. But I like the idea of you always have to expand, which motivates you to build bigger, to be able to get more resources, but then with the more resources, you need more infrastructure, and then more infrastructure means it consumes more resources, so on and so forth. But with Satisfactory, it's just a set and forget. And you do also have the limited availability for everything. So that is one thing that's kind of interesting, is the whole you only get, I think it was like uh what is it? 6200 uranium on the entire map or something like that. So you can never get more than 6200 uranium per minute. So you can figure out what do you want to use that for? Do you want to use that for power? Just all of it for power? Well, I guess uranium's not a good example because I don't think there's anything you can use it for other than power, really. So, like, do you want to spend all of that Factorio because you do quick wire for the AI limiters, I believe, make the control rods, or not the control rods, the fuel rods. So, like, do you want to be spending all of that on there? Because that's another limited resource. So it's an interesting, some interesting differences. They both got their appeal. Infinite resources and limited resources. And now, one thing I don't like with some factory games is they have infinite limited resources, I guess. Or no, it's infinite. So in Factorio, you have infinite limited. So you have basically an infinite number of nodes, but they're all limited. In Satisfactory, it's a limited infinite, so you only have certain number of nodes, but they are, once you have them, they are permanent. But then there are some games that have limited, where you have to min-max everything, and there's others that have infinite, where it just doesn't matter. You can be as inefficient as you want. Now, the limited ones are interesting if you use them as like a puzzle. So if like you have X number of resources on the map, you need to build just enough infrastructure to be able to process it into whatever you're needing to make. But the infinite ones are kind of uh, boring after a bit. It's like, oh, cool, I can make a cool new thing. But then gets to the point where resources aren't an issue. This is a personal, like, opinion. If you prefer to play infinite factory games, a good example would be like Shapes. Shapes IO has an infinite generation of resources that never run out. So you will always be able to find and make permanent mining areas. Now, Shapes is a good game. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just that if I had the choice between playing Shapes or Factorio or Satisfactory, I would probably go with Factorio and Satisfactory first. And some people might be all like, oh, well, that's because Factorio and Satisfactory are fuller games. They've got so much more content. I mean, it's cool if a game looks good. Like, I enjoyed seeing Fac Factorio's, like, really industrialized stuff, and Satisfactory is very, definitely has the scenery to make you want to play it. But that's not what draws me to factory games. What draws me to factory games is I want to solve logistic problems and build a factory, right? With shapes, it's kind of just, oh no, I fucked up. I need to, I didn't get the right ratios and whatnot. And then you just kind of be like, oh well, I could just toss that on top of whatever else I'm looking at. Now, Factorio does kind of have that same thing where it's like, oh, I don't have the proper ratios for uh, one of my smelting columns, but that eventually, like, the miners will run out, so you do eventually fix that issue. And then with Satisfactory, I mean, if you don't have your proper ratios, you're not extracting the proper amounts, or you're wasting resources. So the idea with that one is because you can't go and get more stuff, you have to fix and optimize what you can build. I do like doing optimizations in the factory. And because of that, when I did play shapes, I ended up just hyper focusing on small things and never really got far into it. Because the idea is the game is pretty much designed around, hey, you have infinite space, infinite resources, infinite nodes. So you can scale infinitely and not have to fix your old stuff. But I get stuck on the old stuff and never scale up that fast. It's similar in Factorio. Like, you'll notice I tend to kind of stick around and watch my old stuff to see where the bottlenecks are. Like, for right now, iron, big issue. But I'm kind of trying to power through to get to this, and then just straight up replace this whole thing. And it's definitely not the best way to go about this. I'm sure there are a lot of people that are going to be like, oh no, you're playing it wrong. Or, I could do this better. And there's a lot of, like, bigger content creators out there that are definitely able to get through. Yeah, I had my starter base for like one stream, and now I've got a massive bus, and I'm already up the uh, heading up into space and going to the next planets. But I tend to just kind of stick around with the small stuff for a while. I like figuring out the smaller numbers. Like, for example, with this, it's a 3 to 2, so, right? Yeah. 3 cable to 2 green circuit. Or it's 1 assembly machine 1 to 1 assembly machine 2. Right? Or not? I'm just messing up my numbers. No, it was 1 2 to 1 1. So a blue assembler making cable will feed one. I guess it's brown. Is it brown or gray? Well, tier 1 assembler making green circuits. So that kind of stuff, I like to figure that out. So another one would be this is producing enough to feed 6 red circuits. And then the 6 red circuits were enough to feed 10 blue science, right? And I mean, from there, it should be pretty easy to scale up to massive quantities. Like instead of it being one blue circuit assembler, it's 10, and now I have 10 uh, green circuits cable assembler. And then instead of having just 6, I have 10 of these, so I can have 60, which means then I can power, or not power, I can then have 100 blue science assemblers. Ooh, the nuclear reactor is running. And it stopped. I do enjoy that, having this set up properly as well. Another thing that I try to optimize. And so far, it seems to be doing pretty good. I haven't seen this on with this full, which is good. Basically, just a 100% efficient, 100% efficient nuclear reactor. And I'm pretty sure this doesn't run into any issues. When because there have been a couple of designs I've seen where they either lose efficiency when they are running constantly or running intermittently. And I'm pretty sure that one that I've designed there does not have any issues with that. I think it was because you couldn't read the contents before. Remember? Maybe it was you couldn't read the temperature. No, the temperature was always readable. I think you couldn't read the contents of the reactor, so when it had fuel or not. So that caused some inefficiencies. Now, eventually, once things get to the point where it's like I'm just pumping out resources like crazy, I could always get rid of the uh, combinator and just have it run by itself. But I kind of like having the efficient reactors because then if I happen to need uranium for something else, um, for example, if I needed to make, I guess I don't really have any need for that, huh? What's this? I'm choosing the 238. Yeah, I guess there's no real reason, but I like to try and keep my stuff efficient and properly ratioed if I can. Instantly hit Alt. Because that makes things nicer. Easier to be like, yeah, I totally have enough for this. Just like how I totally don't have enough iron. I really want to, just want to kind of double this, I guess. Actually. I've got an idea. Actually, no, I don't need red belts. I can still have it split, but I'm gonna do... Oh, I need yellow belts. Of course I need yellow belts. Why wouldn't I? Yellow belts are very important. Just grab a stack. I'm going to do this. And with this, I'm going to be replacing these with a better setup. For now, I will need to do this. Because there's no point with that being there, which means that this can come down like so. Actually, I'm gonna use that. Make it look a bit nicer. Now, we'll need to move this over by 1. And this will have to move over by 2, which means it actually more like right here. Yeah. Let me go ahead and grab some more electric furnaces if I can. All the way over here. 6 more. Gives me 13. Go ahead and get rid of this. And these. And place this back right up here. Oop. There it is. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. 12. Yeah, that's half a stack. Half a smelting stack. Do that. Oop. Go ahead and get these here as well. We'll need to change this, so we'll do that real quick. Oop. That's fine. That up. that. Flip. Oh. Wrong button. Keep it in the wrong button. I'm gonna go grab a couple of things. For example, those. I think I need one more. Go. And grab a bunch of those. Why is this not producing? Oh, it doesn't have iron. Of course. No, I was one short. Go ahead and place that down. There we go. Okay, now the idea is I can copy this here. But I will need to upgrade from here down. And make one of those. Just need a bunch of these. Looks like they're getting set to go and help out there, huh? With this increase in production capacity, this iron. Is this fine? I think so. Kinda. Should have that in there or something. It's not quite done. One more. And then there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of little things here. Wait, you guys come back. I said you guys come back. Go ahead and grab some red belts. I'll go ahead and grab some furnaces. Okay. That should help. Now it's still only red, or it's still only yellow belts. So I do need to upgrade this one. That should be good. Slowly going. Okay, well, I upgraded my iron production pretty well. Just need to, I'll actually keep those in there. Just need to get the furnaces down. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call this here. And the next stream, hopefully I can actually get this bus done. I got some decent progress. I mean, it's looking pretty good. I think next stream I'll go ahead and go around, take out the biters, since that's going to be very important. I don't want to cause too much pollution, because as you can see, it's going to be pretty bad once I get this started and start mining, like, for example, this iron here. It's going to get pretty bad. But yeah, so I'm just going to real quick make a note for me. Bullets. Bites. Biters. There. Got myself a little note on the map that I'm gonna fight biters next stream. But yeah, I'll go ahead and call this here, and next time we'll be hopefully done with the bus and clear out a bunch of biters. Yup, yup, yup. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.